There is a new Island Mystery questline in Hello Kitty Island Adventure Update 1.5, Merry Meadow. In order to unlock this questline, you need to have finished Ice and Glow, all 3 parts. From what I can tell, it looks like on the next day after you finish Ice and Glow Part 3, you'll have a new quest, Call to Adventure, Part 1. The Call to Adventure questline is a 4-part quest, and each part takes place on a different day. In order to start Part 1 of Call to Adventure, track the quest and go and talk to Lala. When you do, she thanks you for helping the island spirit and explains it takes longer to heal the older you are. And also explains the island spirit is ancient, so patient help is needed. Kiki suggests you all go and visit. So head down to the heart of the island and meet Kiki and Lala there. Once there, talk to Lala, and this initiates a discussion with the island spirit and Kiki and Lala. Kiki asks if she's awake and how she's feeling. She says it's really nice to feel all the friendship, but she feels restless. She wants to go out and she's not quite sure how to describe what she wants to do, but she's not hungry. She doesn't want to do watercolors. She does feel like she'd like to jump out of a plane. She explains that she got very bored after Top Hat and Big Challenges went away. Kiki sympathizes and Lala says we need to find some way to think about friendship that includes adventure. The island spirit agrees and says Big Challenges always made everything exciting, so you, Kiki, and Lala go to make a plan. Meet them at the plaza and talk to Lala again. She says we need to talk to all our friends to find someone to go on an adventure. And she says that they're technically not supposed to interfere, but maybe they could help out. She starts yelling out that we're looking for someone to go on an adventure, and Kiki says it should be surprising, thrilling, and full of excitement. And My Melody suddenly appears, and Kuromi runs over as well. My Melody explains that they were on their way to the cafe to see Hello Kitty, but isn't quite sure that that counts as adventure. Kuromi says that she is always ready for adventure, and Lala says this is gonna work perfectly, and now we just need to figure out an adventure for them. Kuromi says that Spooky Swamp is always an adventure. My Melody's a little concerned that it might be too spooky for her. Kuromi says that makes it just the right choice. And while everybody agrees to head over there, Kuromi says she's gonna need a little more time to get everything just right. So they make a plan that Kuromi is going to get the Haunted Mansion ready, My Melody is gonna get some snacks, and we're all gonna meet over there tomorrow. So this concludes Call to Adventure Part 1, and we'll have to wait until after Island Reset for the next part. After Island Reset on the next day, you'll have a new quest, Call to Adventure Part 2. To begin the quest, head over to the Haunted Mansion and talk to Kuromi. My Melody will meet you there, and there's some discussion about how My Melody is surprised that it's not as scary as she thought, and the lily pets are really cute. head inside and talk to Kuromi, and rather than being scared, my Melody is focused on the fact that Kuromi put up pictures of the two of them, which she says is the nicest, sweetest, kindest thing anyone's ever done. Kuromi tries to bring her attention back to the clock that is ticking down to eternity. Also, this is one of very few items, maybe even the only item, that actually makes noise in the game, but nothing seems to be scaring my Melody. Next, head all the way to the very top of the haunted mansion. Once in the attic, talk to Kuromi again, and she says she's sorry, she should have added more trapdoors or something, because clearly she needs to make the haunted mansion scarier. My Melody says it's great and really creepy, but Kuromi accuses her of giggling the whole way, and my Melody explains it's just because the bookcases are so Kuromi. Kuromi explains that the attic is the last place left, and my Melody finally appears to be scared. She says it's because this place is so messy, with dust and cobwebs like no one's ever cleaned in here. She says this is terrifying and we really need to clean up. When she does, she moves the pictures aside, and we've discovered Kuromi's hidden lair, and she says we should try to clean it up. So they leave, and you head through the door on the right side, and in here there are models of the 4 buildings that we find in the spooky swamp. We have the haunted mansion, we have the pumpkin house, the nature preserve, and the fishing fountain, as well as a mess of books everywhere, an overturned clock, and some mushrooms. When you go up to the messes in the corners of the room, a little magnifying glass will pop up, and when you click it, it'll clean everything up and put the furniture back where it goes. After that, pick up each landmark and set it on the table. I really like the little landmarks, and I kind of want them in real life or in the game for my cabin. After you clean everything up, a bookcase at the back drops down, opening a new door. But the door just brings you back to the attic. Head back down to the first floor and talk to Kuromi again. She pretends this was her plan all along and congratulates my Melody for escaping the mansion. But my Melody says she's gonna go grab a mop and continue cleaning the attic. But Kuromi stops her, saying it's her favorite place and now it's the scariest place, and besides, she is far too busy. Kiki and Lala show up and say they believe the plan is on track and that they will meet us for a new adventure tomorrow. This completes Call to Adventure Part 2, and you'll have to wait until after Island Reset to continue the quest. After Island Reset, on the next day, you'll have a new quest, Call to Adventure Part 3. To start this quest, track it and then go talk to Lava. Kiki and Lala say they've been thinking about how to help the island spirit all night, but they haven't come up with anything, and we don't have any ideas other than skydiving. Hello Kitty shows up and asks if something is wrong. Lala explains of trying to come up with a new adventure to go on, and luckily, Hello Kitty was planning on going on an adventure herself. She is going on a baking adventure, and her first stop is the Candy Cloud machine. So this kicks off part 3 of the quest, and next we're going to meet Hello Kitty at the Candy Cloud machine. So take the Rainbow Bridge and head over there. And first we have to gift Hello Kitty a sweet cloud. So I made each recipe fresh when I did the quest, but if you already have these made, you can just gift them to her. You can make a sweet cloud with either a swamp mallow or sugar kelp. I went for the sugar kelp since I rarely use it otherwise. After you gift the sweet cloud, she suggests something savory. What would happen if you put moon cheese into the Candy Cloud machine? So that's exactly what we do, and we make a cheese cloud and gift it to her. And then she has us make our favorite flavor. So choose any other recipe that you want, make that in the machine, and then gift it to her. She says her next stop is going to be the pizza oven. So meet her over at the pizza oven on Mount Hothead. And you start off by making pineapple pizza in honor of Batsumaru. After you make it, gift this one to her, and she wonders what her mama would think of it, saying that she loves to cook, but she's not sure she'd ever make a pineapple pizza. Retsuko stops by, and Hello Kitty asks her if she's hungry, and we find out her favorite pizza is spicy pizza. So head over to the pizza oven again. You can make spicy pizza with either magma bloom or cinnabloom, and then gift it to Retsuko. Hello Kitty asks what kind of pizza you should make next, and Retsuko suggests dessert pizza. You can make dessert pizza with sugar kelp, swamp mellow, or candy cloud, just one of any of those. So make your dessert pizza and gift it to Hello Kitty. Retsuko says it was a nice time and next time she'll have to try cooking for us. And Hello Kitty says the next stop on this baking adventure is the soda machine. So head over to Gemstone Mountain and meet her there. If you take the Gemstone Town fast travel point, head to your right down, it'll be right over there and you'll see it on the map. Heckle is waiting here and you find out that some of the friends are coming to the dance hall, but he didn't think about refreshments. Hello Kitty says we need to make sure there's enough soda, and she suggests strawberry, banana, and cream sodas. So we need to make 5 of each. 5 strawberry, 5 cream, and 5 banana soda. For banana soda, you just need 1 banana. Strawberry soda takes 1 strawberry. And then cream soda takes coral milk. Once you have 5 of each, gift them to Peckle. And he invites us to join the dancing. There's a cutscene where Hello Kitty explained she wanted to be more adventurous in her cooking because it's always good to learn. But it actually reminded her of something else. She also loves to bake because you can do it together. And she says cooking and baking are better because you do it with friends. The cutscene continues and everyone dances. After the dancing is over, head over and talk to Hello Kitty. She says she hopes it helped the island spirit too. Kiki and Lala join you and say stretching yourself to try new things is definitely adventurous, and that will keep helping the island spirit tomorrow. This finishes Call to Adventure Part 3, and you'll have to wait until after Island Reset to continue the quest. After Island Reset on the next day, you'll have a new quest, Call to Adventure Part 4. Track the quest and then go talk to Lala. She says she tried to think of another adventure for a long time, and so did Kiki, but neither of them could come up with anything better than skydiving, which was our suggestion from the beginning. So Lala says we should go find who wants to go skydiving today. Kiki wants to come too, but Lala reminds him that they're not getting involved. So this kicks off the quest, and now we need to go invite Big Challenges, Peckle, Hiropi, Top Hat, and Cinnamoroll to go skydiving. Peckle declines the invitation, saying one time was enough for him. Hiropi asks if this is something to help the island spirit and says that Kiki and Lala were talking to him about it and that it sounds like it would help if he pushed himself to do something that scared him and get out of his comfort zone. So he decides, even though he's scared, he's gonna come too. When we invite Cinnamoroll, he says that sounds amazing because he loves flying up in the clouds, especially with his friends. Top Hat says that it's not really his thing. He says he's been adventurous in the past, but that he wants to sit this one out. When we ask big challenges, he says he's almost offended we even had to ask, because of course he wants to go skydiving. After talking to everyone, head back to the plaza and talk to big challenges. Everyone says they're ready or as close to ready as they will be. You explain how the null can take you back up to the plane for skydiving, and there's some interesting discussion about that plane. Ropey is surprised that the plane is still up there. Big Challenges says he thought he understood the island, but now he's not so sure. But Cinnamoroll says it doesn't seem strange at all, and that it's simply trapped in time, something that can happen sometimes, especially when you teleport around, but then realizes that maybe we don't teleport. So we explain no, we don't teleport, only with his mailboxes. But Keroppi says if Cinnamoroll thinks it's okay, then he's good with it too. So head over to the null and have him take you up to the plane. Big Challenges says now that he knows it's here, he's gonna come up here all the time. Cinnamoroll says it feels so peaceful being above the clouds, and Big Challenges says it's great that they can enjoy it for completely different reasons. Keroppi isn't sure he can do it, but Cinnamoroll encourages him, and then everybody jumps out of the plane, and we have to follow. If you haven't jumped through the hoops before, if you get through every one, you'll get a trophy, so you may want to try aiming for those, or simply enjoy the view of the island as you go. Once you land, talk to Keroppi. He says it was fun. Cinnamoroll says the view of the island was amazing, and Big Challenges wants to go again right now. Kiki and Lala show up, and Kiki says it looks like so much fun, and Lala says she thinks it helped the island spirit. So you and Keroppi listen again, and the island spirit gains another spirit heart. Keroppi says it worked and Friendship Island is healing. Lala says that the heart of the island is half heal, and this made me wonder, are we only halfway? This quest came out in 1.5. Are we waiting until 2.0 to heal the island spirit? Are we gonna have just as many quests after this one about the island spirit as we did before? I think this is our first indication that we're getting closer, but that we're not close yet. There's still plenty more to do. Kiki says everything is going better than they thought it would, but Lala hushes him, suggesting there's a larger secret plan at play. He corrects himself and says, I mean, that's great. I'm super surprised. And Lala says, oops, look at a time. We need to go. Keroppi isn't sure that they're telling us everything. Big Challenges agrees that they definitely know more than they say. Cinnamoroll says at least Friendship Island is feeling better, and it seems like our adventure was a big hug for her heart. Keroppi says to continue taking our best friends to see the island spirit, and the spirit hearts will keep healing her. And that concludes Part 4 and the entire Call to Adventure questline. Given some of that dialogue at the end, it makes me think maybe the unlock conditions do not include bringing most of the friends down to meet the island spirit. Maybe it's just the other quests and these are separate. I wonder a little bit if we should bring our friends back to see the island spirit, but we still have everything going on with Wish Me Mel. We still have to deliver her letter, so this definitely adds to the island mystery quest. Hopefully this helped you with the Call to Adventure questline. If it did, consider giving the video a like so others can find it too. Subscribe for more Hello Kitty Island Adventure content. We have so many quest guides, critter guides, and live streams on the channel. Turn on notifications to find out the next time we go live. Hope to see you there.